Rafter Five. This is from Oink Games, and these are the 5 people of various shapes and sizes, and they're collecting planks of wood because they're trying to make their raft bigger. They're stuck out in the middle of the ocean, trying to make your raft bigger without it falling off. That's just an excuse to have a dexterity game here. In the middle of the table, you're going to put the box, and on top of the box, you'll put the lid, and on top of the lid, you'll put this card, and then on top of the card, you put the 5 rafters. And you can see they're all funny shapes and sizes. Now, each player is going to have a penalty card in front of them, as well as a bunch of these little treasure chests of your color. On your turn, you pick a rafter. So let's say I pick up this rafter. I'm going to take one of these pieces of sea, turn it into a board, put that rafter on the board, and then put one of my chests on there. The next player will do the same thing. Let's say they pick up this guy, but this board must touch this rafter. So maybe they do this, put the guy there, and put that there. So what you're trying to do is you're trying not to make things fall. And maybe the next person will pick up this one and say, okay, well, let's try that. So anything that falls in the sea, if your own treasure chest falls into the sea, they come back in front of you. Any other treasure chests fall into the sea, they come in front of you on your penalty board. If you get 5 in there, that ends the game. When players pick up someone in the middle, if there's someone in the sea, a rafter in the sea, they have to pick them up first. So maybe this would be the next guy. We'll put him there and place a treasure chest there. And you can make this very big depending on how sturdy you want to play or not. The first person to get 5 of these penalty chests is the loser. Everyone else wins. You can also play where you can't cover up these joints on them. That's why they're shuffled face down. Or you can't cover up these more colorful joints in the middle. So that's kind of easy. This would be harder. Things like that. That just is a way to make the game harder for players if you want. Oink Games fall into walk the fine line between stupidity and hilariousness. This game also walks that line, but it edges towards the idea of hilarious. First of all, everyone I've met is so charmed by the funky shapes of these 5 rafters. They're just, So you pick one up, you put a raft on, you put a treasure chest on. Pretty easy. But after a while, or at least if you're me, you start trying to press the center of gravity as you put these rafters and these chests out to make it so that you're building this big display coming out from the top there that someone else will knock over. This game can end pretty quickly because sometimes you just knock off a bunch of the chests, and that's the game. You can play with the harder levels where you can't put things on top of pegs, and I think a lot of people will actually gravitate towards those because the basic level, if no one is out there pushing things, is going to be pretty sedate. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just amused by this whole thing. I see eyes in the front of these. I need to put little eyeballs on these guys. But anyway, just an amusing little dexterity game from Oink Publishing, Rafter 5. A lot of fun. 7 out of 10.